Amy Smith, and I'm from Investors Business Daily. I'm the author of How to Make Money in Stocks Success Stories. And today I'm here with Jon Markman, who's going to talk about a topic that everybody is very interested in, which is the tech space. So first of all, Jon, tell them listening in a little bit about you and who you are.
First of all, I want to say that I didn't know that you were part of the team that wrote How to Make Money in Stocks. Because that was written originally by William O'Neill, founder of Investors Business Daily.
Yeah.
And when people ever ask me, what's the one book besides the one you've written, that would help people understand how to buy stocks, it's that one.
It is
a classic.
It's the classic. It is the classic. If you haven't read it, it's How to Make Money in Stocks, William O'Neill. But thank you for saying that. He's one of the big champions of all time.
Well, there aren't many rules that last the ages for investing, but I think he instills a lot of the accepted wisdom, stuff that doesn't go out of fashion.
That's right.
He's very much oriented towards buying stocks that are in the middle of upward moves,
right?
Not buying value, not buying pullbacks, and he looks for things that for companies that are leading their sectors, sectors that are leading the whole country.
Exactly,
and companies that are really growing faster than their peers.
Yeah.
Really, if you think about it, those are the three main ingredients for successful trading.
It really is.
Find stocks and uptrends of companies that are successful and are growing faster than their peers.
You're right. And what products or services are we using right now? Which kind of leads into I know you're a tech specialist.
Yeah.
So talk about, I think the first area here is, what are some important trends that people can look for in the coming year, maybe?
Well, sure. I think the most important business development of our lifetime is digital transformation. Everything that was once physical is becoming digital, which I mean, your LPs first became CDs and then they became streaming music.
Right.
Film entertainment has moved from movie studios to streaming by Netflix, Apple, and Facebook, and Disney, and money has gone from being physical, like dollar bills and whatnot, and checks, to digital.
Right.
So almost anything that's moving from the physical world to the digital or software world is really at the front of the most important trend that we're seeing today.
Yeah, that's interesting. So as that moves forward, and someone's tuning in right now, what do you think maybe this year is actually going to be a big change?
Well, I think the trends that are in place last year are going to continue in this year. I would say the most important phrase to remember this year is that the big get bigger. Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, Google, they're all very familiar names, but they're at the center of the digital transformation. I think they're going to do very well again this year. Okay,
so there you go. We've been talking about these big stocks and if they still have, room to grow. So that's very interesting because we're still in the middle of this big growth. I mean, I know that some people still do use cash, but I know that that's changing dramatically.
MasterCard and Visa are doing all that they can to turn people from using checks and cash to using credit. And although that sounds like an old-fashioned, like a long-term trend, it's actually accelerating and still very important. I still really like Visa and MasterCard for that transformation because although they are relatively expensive versus the rest of the market, they're expensive because the market has confidence in them, and so do I.
What do you think about like Apple Pay? Will that be another one that will continue to become popular?
Apple Pay will be successful within the Apple ecosystem, which is quite large, but it hasn't really made a dent on the overall financial payments ecosystem yet.
What about a name like a PayPal?
I like PayPal, but it doesn't really have a monopoly on its business. It still depends on Visa and MasterCard in order to do the transactions. So I think on a long-term basis, I still think you're going to do better off with MasterCard and Visa than you will with PayPal. Okay,
that's interesting. And besides our payment methods, some other things that you see maybe for the coming year?
Sure. Well, another industry that's going from manual labor to digital is in the marketing space. The number one company in that space is Salesforce.com.
Oh, yes.
Everything that used to be digital, handmade or manual in the marketing world has become digital through the efforts of Salesforce.com. Salesforce.com really traded sideways for the last 2 years, and it's just broken out in the last month and a half. So I think it has a lot of potential. I think it's one of those companies that has the potential to be a $1 trillion company by, let's say, 2023.
Interesting. Okay. Well, if the folks would like to contact you,
don't hold me to that. 2025.
2025. Okay. If people would like to contact you, what's the best way for them to reach out?
Sure. They can get they can go to markmancapital.net, or they can Google my name, Jon Markman. And I have 3 newsletters that I think people would be interested in. Tech Trend Trader, which is offered through the Weiss Network. I also have Strategic Advantage, which is available on my website, markmancapital.net. And I also do options and future services. Tactical Options provides options on equities. I also have a future service called Invariant, which focuses on S&P 500 E-minis, gold, and crude oil.
All right. Well, Jon Markman, thank you very much. You just found out some ways you can get in touch with him. So thanks for being with us today.
Thank you.